and well-being will grow. So we believe there is a real opportunity, even in sport and recreation, to tap into that health dollar. And lastly, partnerships, and that'll be the thread of our submission this morning. Sport and recreation and physical activity partnerships will require a far more coordinated approach. So this document talks about, at the moment we've got 50% of Waikato people who are meeting the physical activity guidelines for sport and recreation. That's 30 minutes a day, 5 times a week of moderate activity. In 2007 it was 54%. We're up on obesity, we're up on blood pressure, and we're up on cholesterol. So we're actually thinking as an organisation that if we focus all around the health and well-being of our region and getting them healthier and fitter, sport can be a natural winner out of that as well. So we're doing a bit of work around that. Biking to school, 1970s, 1 in 3 kids bike to school. 2014, 1 in 100 kids are biking to school. So there's a change happening, so we've got to adapt to it. So just quickly go into our submission. The first one, what we've done here is had a look at your long-term plan and made sure that we fit in where our organisation can support or make comment. The first one is around investigating the use of grounds and facilities and potential of bringing these facilities together. A smarter approach from council, and one that seems to me, to us, around the areas of efficiency. So we, as part of our regional sports facility plan, offer support to council plans that provide opportunities for partnerships. We also see that beyond the sports sector where partnerships, and so this includes both within the sports sector and also beyond the sports sector. We are now at the table with the Ministry of Education at a high level. So the Ministry of Education, I believe, are becoming more and more of a player in terms of facilities as we advance. They never used to be. They were only interested in what was inside the school gates. So we think there's potential there. But also we've also got the collective funders now in the same room, which is really important. The next one. Should council remain involved in areas of community development? Sport Waikato recognises the need to provide core services. We understand what your core business is. But what we do endorse and thank this council for having a vision around a balanced approach to the provision of services and investment in social infrastructure. Because I think one of the key things there is we don't want generations of South Waikato residents to miss out. And you've been this is a great example of what you've done here in terms of what happened at Memorial Park, Domain, with that facility. Our next one is around a preferred skate park location in Tokoroa, currently at Logan Street. Our preference is to relocate the skate park to the Memorial Park. One, around visibility and safety are front of mind in our thinking. Relocating offers the opportunity to create a community hub, and we will keep focusing on the community hub and potential around amalgamations. Probably a real, should be top of mind and thought. One thing that you'd have to make sure would be the provision of safety close to State Highway next door. Strathmore Park, I think currently athletics and football clubs are there. Ideally, the relocation, our view is the relocation of clubs to Memorial Park will build the possibility of developing those community sport partnerships. So our whole focus in our thread in your long-term plan is a serious consideration around partnerships, hubbing, and possibly, in some cases, amalgamations. Relocation can offer financial benefits to council, but also financial and social benefits to sports clubs. Selling a compelling value proposition, communicating the visions are really important. You'll always be faced against tradition tradition and history of trying to stay in the existing location. The last one is around maintenance of grounds and facilities at Waikato and Tokoroa. Sport Waikato supports the ongoing replacement, repair and maintenance of sporting facilities because it enables your community to enjoy quality experiences in sport, recreation and encourages ongoing participation, which we want, and we want to support council in that space. So we thank council for supporting firstly the regional sports facilities plan and its implementation, which is ongoing. And lastly, in this LTP, the Sport Waikato Board and I ask Council to continue to fund a contribution towards the salary and overheads of the South Waikato District Sport and Recreation Coordinator as well. Thank you, Council. That's our very submission.
Thank you, and of course our association with Sport Waikato goes back many, many years, and we have had, as it has grown, and the number of experts that have been available through the coordinator and continuing, so thank you for your work, and as it goes on, and as the energise is taking place. There is a growing thing there. We now have a new convert on my left here to mountain bike riding, and he will be out there riding his family far more frequently than ever, and we'll have a chief executive, and maybe you could start organising a competition of mountain bike riding between all the other chief executives to set up a way for councils to make a statement about sporting.
It's all about participation, not winning, Neil.
No, we are number one and we're not interested in winning. I hate to tell David Rennie that you are only interested in participation and not winning. I don't know that he'd take that. So, thank you for that work that you're doing. Certainly I'm interested in your concept of the hub. There have been a lot of talks, and you did raise with the skateboard that we've had a particular young fellow, and our last submission of the day is from our youth people who recognise, and we've seen new designs of, if you haven't seen them, we'll let you have a copy of a young fellow in terms of what would be spectacular youth park. This Councillor McGill, could you actually, you can have that and we'll get another one for you.
Yep, that's right.
And based where you're
Right, so we have for Logan Street.
Right.
What I would be interested in your comments is that the youth people have suggested that the land just beyond our youth park here, that large flat area, the council buy that and convert that in, so we have a consolidated of youth things there. And I'd be interested in you, as you left, just drive down, have a look and be interested in your comments on that.
Yeah, thank you, Neil. I think our approach was the consolidation of a one hub, and just felt that the Memorial Park, its location, we understand there is an issue in terms of highway and access, but we just think the consolidation in terms of saving you some money as a council, longer, ongoing, by creating a one-stop shop, plus the efficiencies for sport and recreation, that one board or boards that are reduced in size rather than all these different committees could be a smarter approach, and that's and we're certainly going to help with that. I will have a look at it.
Thank you for that, because I think that's important to have that extra. Councillor Mack.
Yeah, Matthew, I agree with the concept of the hub for sports, and in particular the skateboard park to be mentioned, and Strathmore Park where soccer and athletics take place, of course. I attended a meeting with the football people and the athletics people a few weeks ago, and they had some very good reasons why they did not want to move. It was good we had a sport like that representative at that meeting as well, and they talked of this sports partnership, and we mentioned the word sports bills, which I've never seen before, but it's an interesting word. Is there any, and this has been talked about for a long time, I remember when I was in the rugby clubs, it was talked about clubs sharing administration facilities and anything like that. Is there any practical examples of this working in the greater Waikato area?
Yeah, there is actually, Councillor. I mean, I know that even Hamilton, Eastland's an example now where they've actually now combined badminton, judo, squash, tennis, inline hockey under one board and one facility. It's run there on the east side. I'm sure there will be other examples. I know that there is a down by the event centre in Taupo is another one too. But what I'll do, Councillor, is I will get some examples and send them through to you, just so you can actually see there's a bit of evidence, because that's the key thing, isn't it? You want to see evidence.
I feel sure that's what the Association Football Club wanted to see. They took it on board, but then said, well, how's this going to work between us and a rugby club and a league club? And
so, yeah, I'm interested to hear what were some of the comments, Councillor, from them as to why Strathmore Park is the preferred option.
It mainly revolved around the grounds,
yeah.
Maybe the grounds were of a higher quality to play their football on compared to rugby league,
right.
And I guess their purpose-built club rooms, changing them to better. Right. I see good club rooms there, and they couldn't see council fronting up with X amount of dollars to replicate that kind of normal space.
Yeah, I mean, I think your key question, I suppose, as a council, will be around the long-term sustainability of continuing that model when you could create better efficiencies in one area. Now,